Welcome back to Ground Rules. This week, Weaner calf prices have reached record levels for this time of the year, but the beef carcass market is already beginning to soften. The big question now is, how much longer can this exceptionally strong calf market last? Meanwhile, sheep, pork, and poultry remain under pressure, while goat prices may be approaching an important seasonal turning point. We'll unpack all of that and what producers should be watching over the coming weeks in today's update. Before we dive in, we are excited to share that Ground Rules has partnered with MT to bring South Africa's trusted agricultural market intelligence to an even wider audience. While MT continues delivering its renowned market updates in Afrikaans, Ground Rules is proud to bring you the English edition, drawing on the same trusted AMT data and insights that producers across the country have relied on for years. And before we get started, we have one small favor to ask. If you enjoy this weekly updates, please leave us a comment, give the video a thumbs up, or hit that like button. Your support doesn't just help us to improve this content every week, it also helps Ground Rules continue growing into one of Africa's leading agricultural information platforms. Now, let's get into the figures of this week's livestock market update. Weaner calf and beef. The cattle market continues to make headlines. The national average price for 200 to 250 kilogram weaner calves increased another 1%, reaching 49 Rand per kilogram. The top 40% averaged 51 Rand 29 cents per kilo, while the top 10% eased slightly to 53 Rand 85 cents per kilogram. Provincial averages came in at Free State 48 Rand 71 cents per kilogram, the Northern Cape 47 Rand 41 cents per kilo, while calf prices continue to break records for this time of the year. The beef market is beginning to tell a softening different story. The national A2, A3 carcass price, commonly referred to as the supers, declined again last week and now stands at 70 Rand 80 cents per kilogram, while the C grade increased slightly to 60 Rand 67 cents per kilo. Current market signals suggest that beef carcass prices could soften further as supply gradually improves while demand remains relatively subdued, particularly as we move into the middle of August. Although weaner calves are trading at record levels, the expectation remains that prices could ease temporarily during August before strengthening again in October as the feedlot demand builds ahead of the festive season. There is, however, one important concern. These exceptionally high calf prices could eventually begin affecting buyer demand. If demand weakens while more cattle enters the market, perhaps as producers begin marketing livestock in response to dry conditions, we could see a much sharper correction. The timing of that shift remains the biggest question facing the market. Now, looking over at our sheep and our lamb market, the sheep market has started losing momentum. Store lamb prices declined 4%, averaging 56 Rand 86 cents per kilogram. Regional averages were for the Free State 58 Rand 97 cents per kilo, Northern Cape 52 Rand 35 cents per kilo, the Eastern Cape 58 Rand 47 cents per kilogram. Heavier slaughter lambs weighing more than 32 kilograms are currently averaging 56 Rand 45 cents per kilogram. The A2, A3 lamb carcass price eased to 108 Rand 86 cents per kilo. C2, C3's carcass price declined to 79 Rand 40 cents per kilo. Unlike the cattle market, the sheep industry follows two distinct seasonal supply cycles because South Africa experiences two major lambing seasons each year. Current indicators suggest both feeder lamb and slaughter lamb prices have now passed their seasonal peak and could remain on a downward trend for the remainder of the year as the larger suppliers enter the the market. Looking over into goats, goat prices delivered mixed results this week. Large goats increased to 36 Rand 91 cents per kilo. Small goats strengthened to 69 Rand 29 cents per kilo, while the medium goats eased to 62 Rand 32 cents per kilo. Breeding females increased to 61 Rand 37 cents per kilogram. Traditionally, goat prices peaked towards the end of winter and the beginning of spring before easing as we move towards Christmas and into March the following year. That means this market may also be approaching an important seasonal turning point. However, traditional and cultural festivals can significantly influence demand from year to year. So it's worth keeping a close eye on this market, as festival demand could still provide short-term price support. Poultry prices softened again last week. Frozen chicken prices declined by 0.2%, averaging 32 Rand 51 cents per kilogram. Fresh chicken eased to 37 Rand 73 cents, while IQF chicken prices declined to 34 Rand 42 cents per kilogram. The broader outlook remains unchanged. Prices are expected to stabilize during August before moving into a stronger upward trend from September through to the festive season. The egg market, on the other hand, remained relatively stable. The national average price for graded eggs held steady at 22 Rand 97 cents per dozen, while ungraded eggs continued trading around 17 Rand per dozen. Pork prices remained under pressure. We've got bacon pig prices, the baconers, declining another 1%, averaging 29 Rand 8 cents per kilogram. We've got porker prices falling 2% to reach 30 Rand 42 cents per kilogram, while the sausage pig prices dropped approximately 3%, averaging 23 Rand 31 cents per kilo. The expectation is that pork prices could begin stabilizing during August before a more sustained recovery takes hold from September through to year end. Turning over to feed, Lucerne prices continue easing as the first season cuttings begin entering the market. The current prices are grade 1, 3,800 Rand per ton, grade 2, 3,400 Rand per ton, and the premium grade, 4,300 Rand per ton. The arrival of fresh supply is gradually placing downward pressure on the market. Meanwhile, chopped forage prices increased again to 3,050 Rand per ton. However, resistance is beginning to emerge at these higher price levels. Demand for chop remains healthy, while meal sales have slowed over the past week or two. Lower milling activity could also reduce chop supply, helping to prevent prices from falling too quickly. This week's ground rule takeaways for the livestock market is this. The livestock market is entering a fascinating phase. Weaner calf prices remain exceptionally strong, reaching record levels for this time of the year. But we see early signs that suggest that the market may be approaching a short-term turning point. Beef carcass prices have already started to ease. The sheep market appears to have passed its seasonal peak, and goat prices may not be far behind. Poultry and pork continue facing pressure, although both markets are expected to recover as stronger seasonal demand starts to build towards the end of the year. And in the feed market, we've got falling Lucerne prices that could offer some welcome relief, even as our chopped forage remains well supported by demand. Thank you for joining us for another Ground Rules Livestock Market update. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and remember, the best farming decisions always start with solid ground rules.